What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to the channel for another market update. That being said, let's get right into the TA. All right, so starting off with the daily time frame, we have pretty much all indices. Yeah, all indices have formed a doji candlestick today, and then VIX also has a doji candlestick. You have your stochastic starting to hinge down, looking like it wants to cross to the downside on all indices. Now, what I will point out is that DIA is by far leading the indices here. You came up and made a new minor high here, which is pretty cool. But I'm just saying the fact that this is up here tells me that, yeah, I mean, we don't have a lot of room to the upside. I mean, even if CPI is great, okay, so even if we do have a not hot CPI, so it's better than expected, and we do rally off of it, it's going to be very short-lived. Like, DIA does not have room to run, which, by the way, this is a DJI, Dow Jones Industrial Average. But yeah, I mean, by this being up here, it just means that we don't have room to run. So again, the charts are predicting the news, and they're predicting they're going to be bearish. All right, so we do have all of our oscillators still up here. Besides QQ took more of a beating than the other indices. But yeah, your oscillators are now also starting to turn around there. But on all the other indices, you are still way up here in the overbought territory, or at least near it, which means you have quite a bit of room to fall to the downside. All right, so something I actually also will point out is that you have another inclining day. You're inclining again off of declining volume. If you look down here, there was terrible error down here. You did the same exact thing yesterday. That's something that if you were in the Weeble update, I think I commented it because I forgot to put it in the actual update. But we did end up going up off of declining volume, which normally leads to a rug pull. And I personally do believe we have a rug pull incoming on Thursday. I actually did end up buying all my puts that I planned on being in it. I definitely said that's so weird. Guys, I'm pretty weird with my speech. Yes. Keep in mind, I am recording these videos on the spot. I don't go back and edit anything. So I mean, if I sound weird, it's just how it is. All right, and there's nothing I can do about it. Okay. But yeah, guys, I did end up entering all my puts today that I planned on doing for CPI, and then I saw them go up 30 to 40%, so I ended up taking profits because yeah, I literally just got to sell my calls today, which, guys, I also have to talk to you guys about the CPI strangle coming up, and strangles in general. I have to get this right. Okay, so when you have a strangle and when you have a strangle with such a short expiration, you are clearly only playing it to get into the money for intrinsic value. All right. So I had the 170 calls, and my plan was to buy the 170 puts, and then I got to thinking, so both sides are worth $500. So now I need to go $10 into the money just to be break even on that strangle. So that was the thought that I had today, and I was I just like I was thinking about it, and I was like, well, what is the point of this? I'm up so heavily right now. I might as well just take my gains, and then I will reevaluate the situation right before I have to actually take the strangle. All right. So the thing I did last time is I bought both. They were $5 apart from each other. It was trading currently right in the middle. I bought them right before, so they were cheap, and they were both $200 to $250. So we'll say they were both around $250. So I just needed to be $5 in the money in order for the other side to be paid for. So in order for me to break even, I just need to be $5 in the money. So when I went to being, I think I went to being $10 in the money. That was the 100% gain. So I'm just trying to think, and I guess I'm just thinking out loud here. So sorry, guys, but I mean, I guess it's kind of what you guys are here for, as well. You're here to see what I got going on in my head and about the market. Obviously, you guys don't want to know all the other junk. But yeah, so I was just all in all, I'm just trying to work through this whole strangle thing, and I realized that I can easily just take these gains and just reevaluate when I'm taking both sides of the strangle right before CPI. So that is going to be my plan. I am going to wait till tomorrow, most likely right at close, to enter that CPI, or not that CPI, that strangle for CPI, which is for the following date. And the following day, we do have CPI coming out at 8:30 Eastern Standard Time. So we're not going to have time to take any positions. So you got to take your strangle beforehand. But all in all, guys, I got to sell today. I took profits on all my calls. I'm out of all calls as of right now. I'm out of every single call. I got to sell towards the top for that. Pretty sick, nasty gains we had all around there. And then I got to enter puts today. Now the puts, all right. So what I entered was IWM 180 November 30 puts. Now those actually end up running like 35%. So I ended up cutting those very quick because they just ran so freaking quick. And then what I also played was or not 180 puts. I think I bought 178 puts. Maybe it was 180 puts because when I bought them, it was right in the money. Yeah, never mind. They were 180 puts. And then what I also did today is I also played these. I played the November 30 380 puts on SPY. And those also ended up running massively. So I ended up just cutting those. So I am actually all out of everything right now. I am just kind of I kind of really like seeing green, and honestly, this is I don't know, that's two like killer opportunities to take green and just take the money and run today. So I ended up doing that. So I'm not currently in everything, which is conflicting, but at the same time, I think I have chance, or not a chance, or I think I have a chance to get in before CPI, because I don't think they're gonna rug pull us before CPI. It just doesn't make sense to me. But let's go over the technical setup, and then we're finished going over the technical setup. We started. But yeah, let's finish doing that, and let's talk about what makes sense, and then we'll talk about why I'm doing what I'm doing, because I do think that it does make sense to be doing this. And quite frankly, I'm just trying to get my account back up to that $57,000 mark, and it's currently not at that $57,000 mark. And yeah, I mean, it got beaten down pretty heavily, and doing the things that I'm talking about right now, these are the things that are helping me pretty much get back to that number. So I am, yeah, that's what I'm doing. All right, so going back over the TA, I think we went over the daily time frame. Now we can go over the 4-hour time frame. So now this is actually why I started taking my puts, and luckily I literally started buying like almost right at the top, which that's great. That is absolutely fantastic. Um, but yeah, we have the 4-hour time frame coming up to the overbought line up here. So your sell line, you're getting up to that overbought territory on QQ, SPY, IWM. DIA should already be in there. Yeah. So DIA, this is what I'm saying. Like, so if we do decide to run off CPI, it doesn't matter. You're not going to be running like a lot. Like DIA it's up here. It's showing exhaustion. Like it's just, I'm saying we don't have much room. All right, so it can be bullish, but it is extremely likely that it's not bullish. All right. So yeah, you do have your 4-hour oscillators all up there, and VIX again. We're not even like VIX. This is the picture. All right, this is the picture. But I mean, there's no reason to go over VIX. They've been beating the crap out of her, and there's really just no reason to. Come over here on the hourly time frame, and this is actually why I thought you were going to end up starting your downfall here, which is why I was willing to just buy into those puts and just kind of wait. Keep in mind, I still have the December 16 puts. I still do have those, but I will definitely be getting a chance. Well, I don't know if definitely will be getting this chance, but I'm pretty positive I will get a chance to sell those for decent gains this week. So I am very excited for that. And likely, honestly, when that happens, I will likely actually probably have my account back to where it was. Which I am looking forward to. Honestly, all in all, I don't know. Today was thrilling. Being able to just enter a position, then have that position go up 30% in the span of like an hour, 2 hours. that was just so I don't know. I don't even want to say fun. It was just like a great feeling. Just all in all, getting to lock in that money pretty much. It's like you see 1,000 there. It's like, hey, oh shit, I took that. Wow, that's crazy. Um, but yeah, you got your hourly time frame with your oscillators sitting up here, and that is originally why I was taking that position. I was like, oh, I mean, like your 4 hour time frame, like it's showing like you only got a little more room to run. Your daily time frame shows you, yeah, you have room to run, but again, your 4 hour and hourly time frame, or your oscillators were sitting up here. So I was just like, okay, it's only a matter of time until you at least start having your relief here before resuming the uptrend. But we do have that CPI catalyst on the 10th, so I really don't think it's going to be bullish. I don't think you are going to be continuing any uptrend. And now until then, we just don't have a catalyst. Like tomorrow, we don't have a catalyst, so there's a chance you just trade flat, or there's a chance they start sending you lower, or likely, I think you just continue this bullish continuation that we saw today. I think you continue heading up. But I mean, all in all, I'm expecting to either trade flat going into CPI. So tomorrow, I'm expecting to trade flat, or I'm expecting to continue rallying to give that solid entry for the puts for CPI. So yeah, guys, I currently have nothing right now except my December 16 puts. I'm out of everything. I did end up taking puts today, and I'm already out of those puts because they ran so much, and I was just like, yeah, I mean, there's no point. I'm just really trying to get solid entries, and then hey, when the ideal exits are there, I'm trying to take those exits. And I mean, if this ends up working out, then yeah, I'll be able to enter tomorrow, and I will have just given myself a lot of extra gains there. So I hope you guys are killing it. And yeah, with that being said, I will catch you guys tomorrow. Oh, by the way, though, just a little brief talk here on the CPI strangle. My plan, guys, my plan is, because I already saw it work once and I want to see it work again. My plan though is to find a contract for $200, and I want the puts and calls to be the same price. I want them to be around that $200 mark. So then I would need to run $4 in the money to cover the 100% loss of one side. So when one side gets to 100% up, the other side will be at 0%, and there you go. But all in all, when I'm looking at these, I'm really just like trying to think, can it run in the money? All right, because all in all, if we're playing a strangle, like yes, these things have the capability of running like massively, but which is why I ultimately sold my 270 calls and just didn't even end up adding the 270 puts, even though they were the same price. I just realized like, oh wow, it'll actually have to move like $10 here for this one to work out, if I was thinking right. Which I don't want that to be the case. I want it to be like, oh, you only have to move $5 and I'm up 25 to 50% on the strangle. You move like $6 or $7, oh, I'm up near 100%. So that's ultimately my logic there on why I pulled the plug on the whole thing today, and I'm waiting patiently to do it tomorrow. And yeah. All right, guys. So with that being said, I will catch you guys in the next video. Peace.